From its humble family business origins, Toyota had revolutionized management, manufacturing and production philosophies. Many business scholars praised its values and business methods, and as a result, the Toyota Way was adopted by many other businesses in a wide variety of industries. The Toyota Way mandates planning for the long term, highlighting problems instead of hiding them, encouraging teamwork with colleagues and suppliers, and, perhaps most importantly, instilling a self-critical culture that fosters continuous and unrelenting improvement. From the assembly line to the boardroom, Toyota's principles push employees to strive for perfection. Developed by Toyota and incorporated in the Toyota Way is the Toyota Production System. TPS, commonly referred to as the precursor of lean manufacturing principles, was originally called just-in-time production, and is undergirded by the philosophy that good thinking means good product. Beginning in 1995, a series of non-family members took the helm at Toyota. In 1996, Toyota's then CEO Hiroshi Okuda officially launched the Toyota 2005 Vision. The 2005 Vision followed the slogan, "Harmonious Growth," through a global master plan and global profit management. From the 2005 Vision, a series of revolutionary management and production innovations emerged. Those innovations drove down costs by fundamentally changing the way cars were engineered. One such example involved the grip handles mounted above the door inside most of Toyota's vehicles. Designers scrutinized these kinds of parts, and by working closely with suppliers, they reduced the number of parts required from 34 to 5, which is almost 85%. Moreover, initiatives like this enabled Toyota to cut procurement costs by 40% and the installation time of many components by up to 75%. In the next 15 years, the non-family management was determined to accelerate Toyota's growth with an aggressive globalization strategy. As part of this strategy, the company began building factories in the US, Europe, and other markets, effectively doubling the number of overseas manufacturing facilities to more than 100. Under non-family leadership, Toyota revived financially and gained market share at a speed in which no other carmaker has ever experienced in the past. In light of Toyota's global expansion, Koki Konishi, a company general manager, alluding to the difficulty Toyota could face, told the New York Times in 2007, "There is a danger ahead and we must prevent the Toyota Way from getting more and more diluted as Toyota grows overseas." Even though Toyota pursued growth at breakneck speed, and at the same time vigilantly cut costs in order to reduce waste, its vehicles were seen as the gold standard for reliability and quality among consumers and car industry analysts. During its meteoric rise to the top of the global automobile industry, cracks in Toyota's reputation started to appear. In 1999, the company faced a setback that threatened to tarnish its stellar reputation for quality in the United States. As many as 3.3 million vehicles were affected and became prone to oil sludging. This problem can only be solved by replacing the entire engine, which could cost more than $8,000. Some of the engines that failed were only 2 years old and were still under factory warranty. Toyota refused to cover the repairs and denied warranty claims, claiming that the sludge was the result of user error. The company's response to the engine sludge problem was not well received by its customers. As a result, Toyota customers hired lawyers and filed lawsuits against the company at an alarming rate. By 2002, some 3,400 warranty claims had been filed against Toyota. In response to this wave of customer complaints, Toyota's U.S. sales division sent letters to 3.3 million owners, offering to cover the cost of repairs for engine damages caused by the oil sludge buildup. The company regarded the action as a special policy adjustment, not a recall. In 2005, in reaction to the surge in quality issues, then President Watanabe implemented a high-level so-called Customer First Management Program that had the task to coordinate engineering, production, sales, and service issues related to quality. However, as Toyota became the leading automaker in the world, the initiative was never really pushed. Due to the pressure from falling margins and declining sales, Toyota scrapped the Customer First program in early 2009. 3 years after Toyota's oil sludge issues, U.S. Department of Transportation Secretary Ray LaHood publicly criticized Toyota's response to rising consumer concerns over their faulty accelerator pedals. This was a huge blow for the company's market perception of quality, safety, and reliability. In 2009, Toyota recalled 3.8 million U.S. vehicles, claiming that the floor mat could cause the accelerator to be stuck. Over the next 6 months, Toyota announced several adjustment measures, and in addition they recalled millions more vehicles with the aim of preventing the floor mat from causing the accelerator to get stuck. In 2010, Toyota informed that the pedals themselves had a dangerous sticky habit, thus revealing that the problem was not just the floor mats. As a result, Toyota recalled approximately 2.3 million more vehicles because of accelerator issue. Moreover, Toyota suspended sales and production of popular models, as it tried to find a workable solution to fix the accelerator problem. Toyota expanded the recall of vehicles in the U.S. by another 1.1 million vehicles, bringing the total worldwide recalls related to the accelerator problem to 8.8 million. The NHTSA sent a letter to Toyota demanding the company to pay $16.4 million as civil penalty for its slow response to the sticking accelerator pedal, for which the company agreed to pay the fine. In addition to these, Toyota's market capitalization had fallen 21%, and its inventory position skyrocketed since the problems became public. To make matters even more worse for the carmaker, the April 2010 issue of the popular Consumer Reports magazine, which was a commonly referenced source for car buyers, issued a Don't Buy Safety Risk rating for the 2010 Lexus GX 460. The magazine argued that handling problems made the vehicle unsafe. This was the first time in nearly a decade that the magazine had rejected a vehicle. As Toyota grew into a global powerhouse in the auto industry, the organizational structure that emerged was a centralized design that put key decision-making in the hands of executives in Japan. Some industry analysts pointed to Toyota's unique subsidiary structure as a contributing factor in the recall crisis and the company's delay in responding to the same. Toyota was one of the largest foreign companies in the United States. Despite its size, Toyota struggled to effectively leverage its TPS standards, due to the complexity of its far-reaching and complex global supplier network model, compounded by its headquarter-centric decision-making processes. While Toyota pursued its aggressive global growth strategy, its supply chain became dangerously stretched. The company began to depend increasingly on suppliers from outside of Japan, with which Toyota did not have prior working experience. Toyota also struggled to find enough senior engineers responsible for monitoring these new suppliers. Nevertheless, Toyota leaned even more heavily on its single-source supply chain approach, often using single suppliers for entire ranges of its cars, across multiple markets and reaping incredible economies of scale in the process. The TPS's Go and See principle suggests that to truly understand a situation, one needs to go to where the work is done. Given Toyota's centralized management structure and increasingly complex web of suppliers, some analysts wondered whether this principle got lost among Toyota's foreign subsidiaries, especially in the United States. Some suspected that cultural differences between Japan and the US were exacerbating the crisis and making it less manageable. Therefore, it was highly unusual when Toyota's non-family managers publicly stated that Toyota's troubles were less a quality crisis and more a management and public relations crisis. Thank you so much for listening to this video. If you find this video useful, I would request you to like this video, and please do share your feedback regarding this video in the comment.